Hi everyone, Dia Bondi here, longtime leadership communications coach and creator, Ask Like an Auctioneer. Yes, I said Ask Like an Auctioneer. You can look it up. Today I want to come to you and talk about what's going on in the virtual event space and how you as a presenter at those can really stand out. Because let me tell you, it's not great news. Now, my whole life has been dedicated, the last 20 years of coaching has been dedicated to helping you find the courage and strategies you need to have the impact you want on stage and on your goals, okay? And today, I'm going to actually be drawing on my 21 things. Here we go, my 21 things, which are the 21 things you can do to be excellent in front of any audience of any size, in any format, by the way. And what I want to talk about today, specifically, are thing 1 and thing 4, which I'll get to in a second. But first, I want to tell you a little bit about what's going on right now in the world of virtual presenting. As many of you know, lots of our events that were scheduled to happen live have now gone virtual. Big events, small events of all types. But nonetheless, they're going onto a virtual platform. What that's meaning is that events where you might be presenting for the first time in your career, for the 15th time in your career, for the 200th time in your career, a stage that you have where it was going to be live and you might have had 100 people in the room, 50 people in the room, 1,500 people in the room. Those events, when they've gone virtual, have blown up. I have an event client right now. I'll be teaching a workshop for their presenters and then doing one-on-one coaching for them, who expected like 2,800 people at their physical event, and now they're expecting between 10 and 15,000 at their virtual event. Even though you can't feel it, what that means for you is that your impact potential is actually much bigger. So while it might feel a little disappointing for you, particularly if you're, doing a book launch and it's your very first moment on stage, or you're early in your career and it's the one moment where you're getting to be on stage and really start your public speaking aspect of your career. Maybe you've invented something or you just launched a business and this is your chance to really take the stage and now it feels so abstract. Well, I'm telling you, the opportunity still here is very great and even greater for you potentially. Now, here's what I'm seeing though. Just this week, I jumped into a couple of virtual conferences, and because also many of them are opening up for free now, which also means your reach is much bigger and people's accessibility to you is much higher. Here's the thing. A lot of the presentations online, whether they're pre-recorded and delivered or delivered live, are terrible. They are just terrible. So here's the thing. You have a chance to shine here. And the two things in my 21 things that are going to matter to you are thing 4 and thing 1. Let's start with thing 4. Thing 4 is make it better. You all can make your virtual presentation so much better. You're looking away from the camera. You're acting like you're hating it. There's no energy there. There's no focus. I'm not saying you need to be demonstrative and over the top like somebody I know, but you do need to actually focus your energy through that camera, across and break through that fourth wall, that invisible wall between you and the 10, 15,000 people that might be watching you. You've got to take your energy and give it to us. Right now, it's like we're listening to you giving a meeting, and a presentation is not a meeting. Okay, so that's thing 4. Thing 1 right here on the 21 things, thing 1 is what I call go first. If you want me to be enthralled, you want me to be thrilled, you want me to be captivated, you want me to be engaged, you want me to think that what you're sharing is the smartest thing since sliced bread, you've got to act like that. You have to go first. You think your joke is funny? You got to let me know. You think that what you're sharing is a new and exciting way to look at something, a new way to solve a problem, and you want me to pay attention, you got to pay attention to me. So over and over again, you've got to go first. Now, here's the good news, and I already gave a foreshadowing of it. The good news is that the bar is so low right now. You have such an unbelievable opportunity to be the best one in the pack. And that's what I want for you, not just for you to be performative for the sake of being good for the sake of being good. I want you to be good over a virtual presenting platform so that you get acknowledged and recognized for your work, so that you are memorable and your story is sticky, so that you get credit for your genius, so we can even access your genius. We're paying attention enough to you that we can access your genius and see it, so that you can actually launch the thing that you're launching. I want you to be the person that the next day after your presentation, someone says, I went to a virtual event event, but I got to tell you that Melanie, that Michael, that Malek, that person really stood out for me. They nailed it. Their session was so good. And here's what they said. Here's what I remember about it. And here's what I'm going to look up now. We should invite that person to give the presentation at our company. We should reach out to them about consulting with our group. So here's the thing. 2 things. Thing 4, you got to make it better. And thing 1, you've got to go first. You want us to love it? You've got to love it. Now, if you want to learn a little more about how to communicate like a boss in a virtual context so that you can be great and get the credit you deserve for the work that you've done, go to www.diabondi.com/virtual-boss. I think it'll be in this video, and there's a recorded free webinar that'll give you all kinds of tips and tricks and the things that'll help you figure out how to make it better in a virtual context. There's a downloadable checklist to set you up, and also there's a downloadable version of the 21 things. So head on over there. You have a great opportunity right now. I'd want you to take it.